Yeah, off camera, Guy and I were just talking, and Guy just said something that we didn't mention before, really important. And I mentioned about the young people don't know much about or care what's under the hood, and you got a good point. Start there with the young people
Sure.
today in cars.
Sure, it's not that they don't know what's under the hood. They're not interested in knowing what's under the hood in any respect. They're not interested in getting a driver's license. They've got and when I was young, getting that driver's license, getting a car was critical to your ability to socialize and meet up with other kids and friends and stuff. If you didn't have a license and didn't have a car or access to a car, you were stuck. You were no one.
Right.
It was all around
right,
getting out of the house with the car.
Yeah.
The kids now, completely different view on that, and they are leading more so than most people think. Not just that they don't have an interest in the car and the license, but as we move as an industry, and believe me, industry is moving quickly this direction toward autonomy, and we stop in a few years. We stopped caring about 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder cars. All I want to know is this car that's going to pick me up and take me to where I want to go? Is it a movie car or a sleeper, or is it just a commuting car?
Yeah.
How soon is it going to get to my house and take me where I want to go? That is an incredible disruption. It will change almost everything.
Right.
Parking spaces, the insurance industry, the accident rate plummets from right now about the equivalent of a jumbo jet crashing every week is how many people die in car accidents that are largely
that's a big figure.
Largely our own personal fault, human mistakes.
Right.
So that has the opportunity to plummet.
Right.
And as we make that transition, it's gonna be disruptive, but it's gonna be really good. It'll start opening up reliable transportation to people that had disabilities, people that couldn't afford the down payment on even a used car or buy a used leasing a new car. Can now have reliable transportation when they need it. So it's going to be exciting. Now Uber, which is also a division of Google, has been developing autonomous cars now for several years, and they're getting ready to essentially come to market and start delivering that as a service. And they've already placed on order for the next couple of years about 82,000 cars that they will be equipping with autonomous capability to be able to provide dispatchable cars without a driver to pick you up safely, take you to where you want to be at a fraction of the cost of taxis and Ubers and Lyfts today. A fraction of the cost, a quarter. I've heard even smaller numbers than that. So that really starts changing everything. Again, do I want to get a car big enough for a group of us, or just for me? Do I want a sleeper? My kids like the idea of being able to sleep on the way to school.
Sure.
Get a little extra
Absolutely.
nap there. But it'd be nice to be able to, if you're out somewhere, just like today, you would call for Lyft or Uber to pick you up from a bar or a restaurant where you've had a drink or too many.
Sure.
To take you home. So it's a dramatic change, and it's happening sooner than you think. I mentioned Lyft. I mentioned Waymo, again of Uber, of Google. Sorry about that. 82,000 cars they're placing on order. They're going to start rolling out to the public in the first city in Arizona. I can't remember the city, but this fall. They will be able to call up, just like you do Uber, Lyft, and a car will arrive to pick you up. From there, they will then start expanding city by city to provide that service to all of us around the country. It'll be an exciting time. It's going to happen faster than most people think.
I think you're right.
And it'll be dramatic. And to tell you how serious this is, almost every car company in the world is doing major part of their investments now are shifting toward this model.
Wow.
So that is, I'm going to see some great results on it. So there you go. Something to be watching for.
Okay.